You are watching One Book, One Review with Wiebke.
Hey there, today I want to tell you about The Reluctant Fundamentalist by Mohsin Hamid. I hope I said that name right. Let me read you the first paragraph. Excuse me, sir, but may I be of assistance? Ah, I see I have alarmed you. Do not be frightened by my beard. I am a lover of America. I noticed that you were looking for something. More than looking. In fact, you seem to be on a mission. And since I am both a native of this country and a speaker of your language, I thought I might offer you my services. That's how the novel begins. I wanted to read you the beginning because this is a very good example of the narration. The narration is completely done by the main character, and he meets this person, this American, in Lahore, a city of Pakistan. And that's where the novel starts, and then they go for a tea and they talk. Basically, the main character, the narrator, talks and he tells his story, and he also gives you the reactions of the American. We never hear any other person talk in this novel. It's all portrayed and seen through his point of view and only his narration. Having said that, the writing is part of the most amazing thing of this novel. How it is told. I have to say, I really like this novel. The narration is really gripping and captivating, and it just draws you in because you feel like the person he's talking to is you. And you're only reminded that he's not telling you the story when he keeps mentioning the other person and his reactions and what he's doing. I'm not quite sure how to do a review of this novel without spoiling it, because on the back of the book, it doesn't give you much information. It just tells you that there's this man who meets this other man and he tells him his story. And his story is of a Western dream and an infatuation. That's true, it is very interesting, and we see this man from Lahore in America and his story there and the woman he loves and everything, and that is very captivating and it's a good story, but there is more to it. And if you don't want to hear more of the story and don't want to be spoiled, then you should leave now and pick up the book, which I definitely recommend. It's a great read. Okay, you're still here, so you want to hear more. The story is set in America, in New York, in 2001. We have this main character, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Shanges? I don't know, Genghis. And he is from Pakistan and he goes to Princeton and he becomes one of the best students there and he gets a degree, and then he gets a job offer at a very important evaluation firm in New York. And so he goes to New York and he loves New York, he's part of the city and he just feels happy wherever. And so he's very successful on that part. On the other side, he met this woman, Erica, on a trip to Greece with his Princeton friends, and they fall in love, sort of, because Erica has some troubles, which I'm not going to talk about. But there is something that is not completely right with their relationship, or there's like this huge cloud hanging over them. But that is not the only thing that happens. As you might have guessed, it's New York and it's 2001. So, of course, there's the attack on the World Trade Centers, and him being a Pakistani, that affects him. And for me, that was really interesting to read because the novel is written from his perspective. So he is very open about how this affected him. And not only like, oh, the Americans treated me so bad way, but in how he reacted to the thing and the things he felt and how he had to deal with that and how he had to deal with his life in America, which was a good one, a successful one, while the Americans attacked his country. And all these things are very interesting. For me, this book is a great portrait of the American dream, of pursuing your goals of success and money and forgetting who you are in that part. Because for him, he's not an American, but he was still following this American dream. And at the end, he just didn't want to have that, sort of. He was just following something that he always thought he wanted to. He's still very young, I think 22 in the story, so he is confused and still trying to find himself. And all the things that happen in the world at that moment are influencing him and finding his own identity. And for me, that is what this book is about. And also, I think the relationship between him and Erica is very interesting in the characters they take up in that and the positions they have. It's worth reading. It makes you think about a lot of things. And I also have to say, I didn't like any of the characters. I didn't like Shanjes for a lot of things that he thought and did, and yeah, the way he was. But I cannot say that I don't understand them. I can understand the person he is, but I don't have to like him. The same with Erica. I think I can see where she came from, but that doesn't make her a likable character. And I thought that was very interesting, that with two main characters that you basically don't really like, that I was still captivated by this novel and think it's an amazing read. I hope I didn't spoil you too much with giving out this information. I definitely recommend reading this book. It's short, it's only 200 pages, it's very interesting and very well written. Let me know what you thought of the novel, if you have read it or if you might be interested in picking it up. Thank you for watching.